tonight. I just had a couple of guys I want to mention their name and just see what you think of a possible next opponent. Monster Michael Todd. Would you like to have that rematch?
Not as one of my next ones. He needs to come back, and I'm glad he's coming back and getting healthy. But he's got to build back up again, right? So he's
what would he need to do to get that match with you? Get a couple of wins under his belt?
Yeah, I just want him to be healthy and be. I like him as a person. We're friends off the table, right? And he's good people, and so is Rebecca. But I mean, at this point, it's not that I'd be against going against him. It's just a matter of he wouldn't go against me when he was ranked up top, and I wanted to come back after I was out from COVID, right? Well, not from, I didn't get COVID. I never got COVID, but I was out during COVID and absent from arm wrestling, so I got dropped from everything, and then no one wanted to give me the match. And then he was trying to pass me off to go against Cory, right? But I don't resent him for it. I wouldn't want to, say, okay, now the roles are just reversed, so I'll be the same as what he was, right? And tell him to get some wins under, because his last 4 or 5 matches, he beat Todd Hutchins, right? And other than that, he lost to all the other ones. He lost to Gennady. He lost to Ungabayev. He lost to what was the other one there? Devin. He lost to
Rivas. Did he go against Rivas?
Yeah, was it Rivas? I'm trying to remember the other dude. I think it was Rivas. No, Dave Chaflin. Right? There was another one in there. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway,
so maybe down the line that's a possibility, but not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Next one, how about his protege, Cory the Gorilla West? That's one that I hear a lot that people are interested in seeing.
I'm a Cory fan, and I think I don't think he needs to carry 400 pounds, right? I think he could cut down some weight, and because I think the 400 pounds is great for short matches. But when he gets in a long match, I think that's what makes him get winded more. So I don't know, but I wouldn't be against that match either. It just, I think that he needs to get a couple big wins too, because I wanted to see him win against Alex, and I like Alex. Alex is a good dude, but I mean, Cory's from the United States, so I'm going to root for Cory. And so I like Cory a lot.
Okay, how about Dave Chafee?
Dave, I'll tell you what, I'm super. I don't think it would be fair for me to go against Dave right now, and for Dave, right? And I think there's no one you can respect more than Dave. He's always humble. He's always nice. He's always whatever. But I think he's got to be fighting some type of pain, because for him to take the losses he's taken, that's not the Dave Chafee I remember. And I want to see him get healthy and come back. And I was excited when I heard he was going to be doing the stem cells, because I figured maybe that'll help whatever it is that's hurting him. And I believe he said it was his neck, but I'm not sure. And he's just a great person, right? And I want him to be healthy, because to go against him if he wasn't healthy, I watched his last match, and I mean, I talked to the Camille a bit with the Polish guy, and obviously he's an up and comer, and he's
Jerry. I want to say something about that Camille Jablonski, man. I got to meet him that night. I was there in person, and dude's a monster, bro. When you see him in person, you can't really tell on video. Very tall and great guy, bro. Really, really strong, and he reminds me so much of you. It's like the miniature version, and all. So, yeah. What did you think with that press, man? Were you shocked that he got the win on Dave, or?
Well, it's funny. It's like, hey, I know that move, right? And but he's talked to me repeatedly online, Camille, and a good dude. And he's got some really funny videos. If you watch some of his training videos,
Yeah.
I mean, he's good. He's animated and he's good. So, another one that'll be good for the sport.
Yeah.
But he adds, little pizzazz to the videos, and I like that. But I even gave him a couple cents worth of advice, but
I guess it worked, bro. It seemed to work that night. He had the answer, bro. It was so quick, bro. I'm telling you, that first pin, the whole place just went silent. All our mouths were on the floor because nobody saw that coming. He filled in at the last minute. And for him to come in and do what he did, it was just like, holy shit, for real.
Yeah. It was funny. One of his last videos, he was doing, it was like how many times he could do 135 pounds on the bench. And for 60K. And he did it for 63. I'm like, dude, don't put the numbers up, right? Yeah. It says that's 135, right? But because it's funny, I did that 225, right? So 90 pounds or more for 65, right? So I was like, you got a ways to go.
Hell yeah, bro. We got another super chat from Anthony Bauman for $5. If Michael Todd doesn't get John Brzenk, he should pull Travis. Thank you for that super chat. What do you think of that, man? Michael Todd versus Travis. They're both kind of at the, Michael Todd's making a comeback after his surgery. Travis making his comeback after a few years off. What do you think?
I think that could be an interesting match because I don't think either one of them are ranked high right now. And it'd be a great segue for one of them if they were to, whichever one came out the winner. Yeah. And I've seen both of them at, their best. And I think Travis he's got more wins on Michael than Michael has on Travis.
Yeah, I just question. I don't know if Travis is ready yet. You give him a few more months if he keeps sticking up what he's doing. The only reason why I say that is I think with Michael's sticky point when he goes back into that King's move, that could be a problem right now for Travis just because he's not fully peaked out and, he's got the strength yet. So I think he might get stopped, especially in a super match formation. He might get like that first pin real quick, but then I think Michael gets a stop, and then I think it's going to be a problem because we got to see him a couple weekends ago, and Paul Talbot was putting on the brakes at him a couple of places, and Paul's a lot smaller than Michael Todd. So I gotta believe. I think that Michael Todd, right as of today, might be the favorite, but give Travis 6 months of sticking up what he's doing. I think that could could switch the other way in favor of Travis.
All Travis's victories are usually from his hit is explosive, right?
Yeah.
I think arguably Travis had one of the most dominant hits in the super heavyweight class. He had it timed perfectly, and he was super explosive. And if you weren't able to stop that explosive hit, you were going to be done, right? Because he hits. Then he hits again. Then he hits again. He's not someone that stays in a long war. He hits his way through. Travis is like hero defensive puller.
Yeah, Travis what I like about Travis is Travis has made his own system. He's not like anybody else. And, I've been learning his hit and how he does. And there's so much detail in it. And it's all about him making you hold on to him. And he's the lever that you got to hold on to. And he's not holding your hand. He's just crunching up into a ball and he's taking them for a ride. And I swear a lot of that explosive power stems from him being a big time high school and college pitcher. They get that explosive power and, they're throwing 80, 90 miles per hour. Those fast twitch muscles are getting extremely fast and extremely strong. And I really believe that's where he's got a lot of his strength. One last thing before we call it a night, bro, and this is the last opponent of a possible potential next super match, and that is with Artem Morzov. I've been hearing that for some time now. I know Artem Morzov, he hasn't been active recently. I think he's getting back into his shape and all, and I think that might be a good one for you to come back with. What do you think of that against Artem?
Artem's a good dude, right? And he's strong. I think I would line up well with that match. After watching Georgie beat him, and but I Artem had a stomach bug too, then, and he had lost some weight before that match too.
Which I believe that he was in a similar circumstance that of you, bro. He lost like 20, 30 pounds before that match with Georgie. And bro, you went against Georgie. That dude is a monster, 380 pounds, WAF champion. Dude knows how to arm wrestle. So, I give him respect for even going and pulling that day. And I wouldn't take so much from that, and I also wouldn't discredit Georgie at all, bro, because that dude is he's an impressive specimen, man. I see him doing huge things. But how do you think your style goes with Artem Morzov? Because he's a guy that's gonna probably go inside with you, right?
He's gonna go inside, which is where I want.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I think we line up great together, right? So I don't see him rolling out much. I see him, thinking he's gonna stay in and try to come right through and power through. And I look at that as, it's a meal I would, love to have out in front of me.
Who style presents more of a problem for you, Hermes or Artem Morzov? Meaning what would be an easier match in your eyes?
Oh, easier, I think, would be Artem for me, because he's going to go inside with me. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy match. I'm just saying it'd be easier with Artem than I think it was with Hermes, because Hermes has more tools in his bag, and he's got he's got the outside, he's got a press, he's got he's got a decent amount of tools. I just got to be in shape to be able to handle that.
I also want to show everybody this. This is the ArmB Card, Jerry Cadorette, Jack of Hearts. Should have made you the King of Hearts and all, but I want to shout out ArmB, guys. If you haven't already, get over to ArmB and get yourself your own deck of playing cards. Devin Lorette came up with this great idea, and he's got all the great arm wrestlers on there, and I even got myself on there as well. But definitely show your support for Devin and get over to ArmB and order your card. The other thing, Jerry, I want to talk about is with Artem Morzov, man. Let's see if we can make this happen. This is me as an arm wrestler. This is not me I know what you want, but me being an arm wrestling fan, this is what I would love to see in this order. And I'm just throwing that. This is just my opinion. I would love to see the comeback match right now with you versus Artem Morzov first. Go get that win. The next match is the rematch with Hermes Gasparini, because you got to go redeem yourself and show the rest of the world, like, hey, guys, that was just because I had pneumonia. I told you I was right. You go and you knock off Hermes Gasparini. Next, right after that, hey, Devin, I'm ready for you, bro. You ready? Let's get this down. Boom, you go knock off Devin. Now you hit up the king of the planet, Levon. So that's 4 matches. You're back in number 1 at the throne. What do you think, bro? Is that a nice path, or?
It's something to consider. I don't rule anything out. I just know that I'm driven right now to chase Devin. I'd like to chase him, and I think everyone chases the person that holds the crown, right? And so whatever. Well, we'll see. I got to figure it out, but I'm not against pulling against anyone that's in that realm that you just mentioned. And I know the match is going to happen. And the match will probably happen with all the people you said. I just don't know the order, right? Okay. So I mean, you labeled the right people. So it's just a matter of which order that happens in. And eventually, I believe another match with Gennady would be possible too. I know he wants one because whatever, but I'm wishing him, a speedy, healthy recovery since he got hurt. That sucked. And but
I only see a Gennady match happening if you suffer a loss on that path. If you don't see a loss, I don't see that happening, making sense.
And the players that are in there, right? And you've labeled them, you identified them, and now it's just a matter of my focus needs to be on getting in that great shape, no matter who the opponent is. I got to get in great shape again, right?
Yeah.
I'm in, but it's not great shape. So, but round is a shape too.
We got another super chat from Daniel Julian for $5. He says, "Shut up the doubters. You still beat Gennady. That Devin still hasn't done. Stay motivated."